You might be like a few million people who have a dream of speaking on a TEDx stage. And why wouldn't you? Since so many TEDx presenters really do experience a bump in credibility and influence. But you might also be sitting on the sideline saying to yourself, is it really all of that in a bag of chips? Well, stick with me, because in this next video, I'm going to share with you 3 main benefits I experienced after my time on TED and why you too should consider being on a TEDx stage. And for more tips on storytelling, public speaking, and methods to leverage your story, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Be sure to hit the notification bell so that you're reminded about every time I post a new video, and like and comment. Sit back and let's dive in. So if you're new to me, I'm Darieth Chisolm, and I work with women all around the world, helping them to master the art and business of public speaking and storytelling. I've got a 30-year storied career as an Emmy Award-winning TV host, an award-winning filmmaker, as well as an author and a coach. And I found myself, ironically, on a TEDx stage, not because of my desire to really grow my speaking business, but because of an experience that I had. And as a result of experiencing something called revenge porn and really wanting to advocate for victims and make change, I decided that perhaps the biggest platform I could be on to bring exposure and awareness and education about the issues of revenge porn and cyberbullying and cyber harassment was to get on a TEDx stage. Now, interestingly enough, I had applied several times in the past for a TEDx opportunity and was turned down. And I felt, though, that it was really important for me to share this message on a global stage. And so I continued to seek opportunities to share this story, this idea worth spreading. And lo and behold, eventually I was chosen. And I must say it was one of the most thrilling and exciting times of my life to be featured on a TEDx stage with my story. About 6 months after that, 6 months to 8 months later, that TEDx event, which happened in Pittsburgh, actually TED.com, the main TED website, ended up featuring my TEDx story. And within a year, my TEDx talk was moved to the TED main website at TED.com. And that's when things really began to change. Now, while I was getting a lot of exposure just by being a local TEDx presenter, what happened once my talk was picked up and moved to TED.com, things changed. First off, the viewership, obviously, over nearly 1.8 million views, but translated into 17 different languages. So you can imagine the level of exposure just from one TED Talk. But the 3 main benefits that I've seen happen for me as a result of being on a TEDx stage is more speaking requests. Now, as a speaker, clearly, and as someone who has, I speak as a keynote speaker, but also as a platform speaker. And by the way, if you want to know the difference between that and why you need to know the difference between a platform speaker and a keynote speaker, you can take a look at this video. But the fact that I was receiving so many speaking requests because I was featured on a TEDx stage was huge, and it really opened up the opportunity for me to speak on even more stages. So that's the first main benefit of speaking on a TEDx stage. The second main benefit that I've experienced from speaking on a TEDx stage is requests for collaborations and connections. You know, my email, at least once or twice a week, I get an email from someone saying, I watched your TEDx talk. I'm wondering if we could collaborate on this. I'm wondering if you could help with this. It'd be great if we could connect the dots on this. Is it an opportunity for us to work together? And that level of exposure, of course, just because of the work that I'm doing in this space around cyberbullying and cyber harassment has been huge, because I'm not so sure that those doors would have opened up if I had not been on a TEDx stage. So again, a really important point that I want you to get, that if you really are looking to be an influencer, a change maker, the authority or the expert in a particular industry, then you should have a TEDx speaking opportunity, in your plans. You must, in fact. I see it as being a way for it opening so many doors for you. So if you're stuck and you're trying to figure out, how do I do this? How should I present? What could I talk about? That's the work that I do. And I want to extend an invitation for you right now before I get to the third point. And that is to just simply go out to my website at darieth.com/speaker. Fill out an application to have just a complimentary call with me. Let's talk about where you are. Let's look at, your possible TEDx talk, or how doing a TEDx talk can really give you a bump in credibility and influence, and I'm happy to help you explore the options. All right, and the third main benefit that I've experienced from being on a TEDx talk is more followers. When you have a business that is both online and offline, having more people following you is huge, right? More people who are interested in the topics around revenge porn and cyberbullying and cyber harassment, but also more followers, more people who are interested in speaking or growing a speaking business or visibility, and certainly all of the work that I do as a coach. So, that alone has afforded me the opportunity to just have more people who are either watching my YouTube videos, following me on Instagram or Facebook, and definitely opting into my various email campaigns. So if you know that you really are looking to lead gen or create a way where more people are following you or getting to know you, then you definitely need to get onto a TEDx stage. If you found this video helpful, do me a huge favor and type in the comments below. Maybe type what you got out of it. Certainly if you're interested, as I said, in talking with me or someone on my team about helping you develop a signature speech, or better yet, helping you develop your TEDx talk, that's what we're here for. So we encourage you to please schedule at darieth.com/speaker, and go ahead and take a look at some of the other videos here on my YouTube channel. I've got an assortment of different videos that can help you with storytelling and public speaking. So I'll see you in the next video.